This is a live stream, and I'm going to be interacting with the viewers. And I'm going to let you know that I'm still suspended from my main channel. So hopefully tomorrow, they'll, you know, take me off suspension, YouTube. Anyway, we'll see. Because I'm going to start doing my videos over there on my main channel again. But so right now, this is a live stream. Like I said, I'm just trying to waste a few minutes. That way more people get into the chat. So a lot of things happened in the last couple of days. And I told you guys that something could happen on September 3rd because it had not that it was any of my prediction dates, but I was explaining to you how it connected to my other predictions. Okay, let me tell you something. All right, uh, I've already explained to you guys many times. The only predictions that matter are my June 11th Seattle event prediction and my August 4th Trump getting a head wound in Ohio prediction. Okay, those are the only ones that matter. Okay, because those two predictions came from the Holy Spirit. Okay, and all the other things that I've said here and there, that's just uh, me trying to figure out what the next uh, step that these people are going to be taking. But we don't need to know that. What we need to know is you know all the information that's connected to the June 11th Seattle event, which is 1,000,000% going to happen next year, and the August 4th Trump head wound, which is going to happen next year. Okay, and most likely in Ohio. Now, uh, before I show you all the new information that happened in the last couple of days, let me uh, let me just show you something that's. Look, I'm not going to get deep into it because there's a bunch of things that I could show connecting to this, but I just want to uh, show a little bit. That way you can kind of understand. But before I show you this, let me tell you something. So June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Okay, June 11th, the day Seattle's going to get struck, is the 162nd day of the year. August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound, which is also Obama's birthday, and that's why he was the president before Trump. It's all connected. So August 4th is the 216th day of the year. So June 11th is the 162, 16-2. Get it? 16-2 day, the 162nd day of the year. August 4th is the 216 day of the year, 216. So it's all about the 216, 16-2s. And why is that important? Because, see, I'm showing this real quick before I get to the new stuff. Because, see, when Elvis and his twin that died at birth, when they were born, okay, Elvis was born on 1/8, and his twin that died at birth, his identical twin, folks. We're not talking about just a twin, identical twin. And this is how they spelled it on his gravestone. And if you don't believe me, it's right here. See, there's the gravestone. You see, Jessie, and look, there's my name right in the middle of his dead twin, Garo, Garo. Okay, but anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that they spell it Jessie, okay? And by the way, his initials JGP equals 33. Okay, but anyway, so Jessie is how they spell it. So Jessie and Elvis, okay? Both born on 1/8. Okay, so 1/8, if you add it up, it's 216. Look at that. I'm saying it, because it's separated. You understand? This is the month, this is the day, right? So it's 216, and that's August 4th, the 216th day of the year. And if you say the date backwards, like they do in the UK, they say the day first, then the month, 8181, it's 16-2. And that happens to be June 11th. You see? 16-2s, 216s. Get it? All right. Anyway, and why is that important? Because see, from Elvis's birthday, January 8th, when the twins were born, to June 11th, if you went forward 1,616 days, it lands on June 11th. Look, you see what I'm saying? Because I just showed you that it's 1616, right? 2 16s. and it's 1616. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you the Jessie spelled Jessie is because see, when the identical twins were born, this is how it's spelled. Jesse equals 67 and Elvis equals 67. So they both equal 67, 67. And I've shown why that's important. And I'll show you another connection to that later, but just so I just want you to see that they both equal 67. Okay? And real quick, let me just real quick look at the chat again. I'm still having my allergies, folks. So all right, so they both equal 67, and the reason I'm showing you that is why am I because let me just show you this. This I have to type in because I'm not prepared. So 67 is, where is 67? Why do I not see any comments? What's going on here? 67 is the first number in numerology that equals this number. See, you type in 67 into my calculator, and the very top number is 162. Forget about the other numbers right now. And look, 108, that's the day the twins were born, 1-8. But look, it's 162, and that's June 11th, is the 162nd day of the year. And look, Trump is the 45th president, and it's been 45 years, all the way up until next year, August 16th. It's going to be 45 years that Elvis has been dead, from now until next August 16th. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that 67, which Elvis and Jesse equaled, is 162. Which is the June 11th, okay? It's the first number, okay? What makes it so important is that it's the first number in numerology that equals 162 at the top, okay? Think about that. So if from all the way from 1 to 66, it doesn't equal that. But on 67, it equals 162, okay? Which is June 11th. Now, and the reason I'm bringing that up, okay, other than the fact that June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, because, see, there's 3 dates on the calendar that equal 162. And that's January 1st, great coincidence, right? That January 1st equals 162. The way I'm saying it too, January, F-I-R-S-T, equals 162. And July 12th, 7/12, and this one. There's only 3 dates. Now watch. There's only 3 of them, and it was, like I said, these are just great coincidences. September 3rd, which is today, right? Yeah, in America, it's September 3rd. Look, you see, it equals 162 forwards, 216 backwards. By the way, you see this whole number right here, 216, 81, 297. That equals Elvis Aaron Presley, right here. But forget about that. It's 162 forward, 216 backwards. So that's June 11th. That's August 4th for September 3rd. And the reason I'm showing you that, because today, look at all the things that were in the news today, all right? Because September 3rd is the 162nd day of the year. Okay? Now, let's... Hold on. Now, so what's in the news? Let's go through all the stuff that's been in the news, right? Maybe you guys can if I forget something, or you guys can mention it, I'll let you know that I'm going to talk about it. Because I don't want to forget anything. So, but I have it written down, most of it. All right. So, what's in the news? They're talking about this nuclear power plant in Ukraine, which they've been talking about for a long time. So, I'm not saying that that's a big deal, but they've been talking about nuclear, you know, shenanigans. Okay. Now, why is that important? Because, see, the war, according to Google, when did the war start in Ukraine? When did the Ukraine war start in 2022?
According to Wikipedia, on the 24th of February 2022.
Okay, so that's February 24th, 2022. Now, we're going to go from February 24th, which I mentioned the other day. That's why I was telling everybody to look for September 3rd for some kind of predictive programming to happen, okay? I just didn't know what it was going to be. But I said, look for something, you know, nothing spectacular, you know, but it's possible something spectacular could have happened, but not in America, I said. If it's something big is going to happen, it's going to be outside of America. But if it's something small, you know, no big deal, then it can happen in America. So from 2/24 of this year, February 24th, I showed everybody that from 2/24 to today is, you see, like I said, remember, we're talking about June 11th, 6/11. So from 2/24 to September 3rd is 6 months, 11 days. Okay? There's that number, 6/11. All right? That is why I was telling everybody that it's because it's connected to the war date, okay, that it's a big possibility something could happen on this September 3rd day. But remember, we're talking about just small predictions, nothing big, you know. Anyway, so that's why I was telling you September 3rd. Now, let's go through the stuff that's happened. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about the airplane thing. And just let me go through all the stuff that's been going on. So what else is in the news? You've had a lot of stories in Ohio, which I showed you and talked about if you've been paying attention to my videos and live streams. All the stories that are coming out of Ohio. I mean, just a bunch of stories, okay? If it has to do with the teacher strike or another shooting, there's been a bunch of shootings of whatever. You know, I don't want to even say the word that has to do with race, you know, of police shootings, okay? Now, like I said, a lot of stories come out of Ohio because that connects to Trump's head wound, because Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. A lot of stories in Ohio in August this year. Okay? Man. Man, my allergies are driving me nuts. Okay, and what else has been in the news every day? The Mississippi water shortage. Okay, by the way, here on the West Coast, where I live in California, the West Coast, we're having a water shortage, you know, which is nothing new. But I'm saying water, the reason that's important is because water equals Elvis. And remember, Elvis equals 67. Water equals the exact same as Elvis. Every single number, not just one number. Every number equals the same. So water equals Elvis, and even the word reset equals Elvis. So you have, but reset's not important right now. It's water, because there's a water shortage. I mean, there's water problems in Mississippi, where Elvis was born, okay? So you have that in the news right now. You know, if you don't know about the water shortage in Mississippi, then, you know, you must either not have a TV or you just, you know, a little bit ditzy. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's all over the news, you know what I mean? Or unless you live in a different country, maybe it's not going to be on your news. But all these stories that I'm telling you are on not only major news networks locally, but also major news networks like CNN and Fox and all that. Okay, so remember, Mississippi, Elvis was born in Mississippi, and you have the water shortage in Mississippi, and water equals Elvis. Imagine they're handing out all the water to everybody. They're handing Elvis to everybody. You know, they have to give away all this, Elvis stuff because Elvis equals water. Now, what else? They had the rocket. Remember, Elvis is the rocket man. And what happened today? The second time now, a rocket. They didn't launch the rocket for the second time now. It was supposed to launch today. It didn't launch. And Elvis, is the rocket man. Okay, because Trump used to call Kim Ding Dong, Kim Ding Dong, the North Korean dictator. He used to call Kim Ding Dong Rocket Man. And why was he calling him Rocket Man? Not just because he had rockets, it's because Elvis is the Rocket Man, and Elvis is born on the same day as Kim Ding Dong, January 8th, okay? Now, so you have the rocket connection. You have all the Ohio stories I've mentioned already. That connects to Trump getting his head wound in Ohio on August 4th. You have the Mississippi story, which connects to Elvis in the water. Okay, and Elvis, he died in Memphis, Tennessee. There's a story about a woman that was kidnapped from some big time family. She was kidnapped, and she's from Memphis. It's a Memphis woman that was kidnapped, and it's all over the news again. Okay. And who else is in the news? Serena Williams. Serena Williams, who I told you is connected to Seattle, Washington because of the initials SW. SW is Seattle, Washington initials. SW equals 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington State is the 42nd state. You understand? These are, and they're saying this creature is the GOAT. Okay, they're calling her, they're calling Serena the GOAT. Okay, and it just ended. It was finished. Yesterday was the last final match. Yesterday, and today it's all over the news that the GOAT, lost. You understand? And remember, I just told you that today is connected to the 162, which is the June 11th. Is the 162nd day of the year, and September 3rd equals 162, remember? And what else? I'm getting to the good story. I'm just taking my time to get to the more important one. Trump. Hold on. Before I talk about the Trump thing, Look what was on the. Look what I recorded last night on Jimmy Fallon, and I never watched this stupid show. Okay, I don't know what made me turn it. I said, you know what? There's nothing on TV. I didn't have anything recorded. Usually I have some stupid love stories recorded, or something. Anyway, because I don't like to watch scary movies and stuff because my nerves can't handle it, but like I used to when I was a kid. But anyway, so I said, let me see what who's the guest on Jimmy Fallon or the Jimmy Kimmel, whichever one, because I want to see if there's any kind of Elvis connection. And wouldn't you know it, look who's on yesterday. And remember, they were on past midnight when I was watching it, so that would make it even today's date. Where is it? Let me see if it says who's on. I might have oh no. Darn it. I don't have it. Anyway, I'll just tell you because I erased it to make room. But anyway, you know who was on? Let me see if this one has it. No, not that one either. Let me go back to where I was here, folks. Hold on. Where was I? Was it Fox News? Where was I? Darn it, now I can't remember where I was. What the heck? Hold on. I can't remember what I was going to tell you now. What was I even talking about? I got distracted. Who was on the Jimmy Fallon when it was a rerun. It wasn't new. It was a rerun because he must be on vacation or something. Who was on? Madonna. And you know Madonna has the dawn in it, right? And Madonna is born on August 16th, the day Elvis died, okay? And so Madonna's on, and you know Madonna has the dawn in it, like I said, in the creature's name. You know Madonna is also like has to do with the Virgin Mary, and Madonna, when Elvis died, the creature was 19 years old, and the day Elvis died, Madonna's body was, I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. Hold on. This is what it says. That she felt the spirit of Elvis pass through her body the day Elvis died. Okay, so she's saying that Elvis came, through her. This is what Madonna says. That's what her cousin or brother-in-law, I don't know who it is, but said that about Madonna. Anyway, so Madonna's born on Elvis's death date, August 16th. And who was on the show with Madonna yesterday? And this was after midnight, so it was today's date. It was Elvis Costello. You see? You see what I'm saying? Elvis Costello was on with Madonna. All right? And he was talking about his new album, Resurrection of Rust. The Resurrection of Rust. And if you notice lately, they've had a lot of stories involving Rust. You know, just like the Alec Baldwin shooting, which was connected to Trump. It had to do with the Rust. They were on the set of Rust, the show. Anyway, so Elvis Costello's album was called Resurrection of Rust, you know. And what else here? Hold on. Oh, you saw that Madonna yesterday's? Yeah, it was. She's so disgusting, that Madonna. Anyway, yeah, it said Madonna says Elvis Presley possessed her. What else? What happened to I lost my paper. Okay. So there's only... today Trump is having a rally in Pennsylvania, I believe. And why is he there? To promote Dr. Oz. You know, because Dr. Oz is not, he's not doing too great in the polls, but he's still up there. So Dr. Oz, Dr. Oz connects to Seattle, which was the Wizard of Oz, the Emerald City, connects to the Wizard of Oz. I told you Elvis is the Wizard of Oz, and Trump is just basically the Wiz. It's like the Wizard is Elvis, Trump is the Wiz. And so Dr. Oz, he's promoting today. This is today, remember, I'm connecting it all to today. And when was Dr. Oz born? When was Dr. Mehmet Oz born?
According to Wikipedia, Mehmet Cengiz Oz, Turkish, Mehmet Diz Oz, born June 11, 1960. Known professional.
See? He's born on June 11th, which I've told many, many times. And where was Dr. Mehmet Oz born? Not Oz.
According to Wikipedia, residency. Oz was born in Cleveland, Ohio, and raised in Wilmington.
Can you believe this? I mean, just think about what I'm telling you. So he's born on June 11th, which is the 162nd day of the year, and he's born in Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland is, where's the 216 area code?
Cleveland, Ohio.
You see?
According to next.
And that's the day Trump gets his head wound, on the 216th day of the year in Ohio on August 4th. And Mehmet Oz is born on June 11th, but born in the 216 area code. And that June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Do you get it? You see what I'm trying to say here? Connecting it to this, which is the day the identical twins were born. You see what I'm saying? You see the day Elvis and his twin Jesse, they were born on 1818. There's your 216 for August 4th, and the 16-2, the 162nd day of the year is June 11th, 8181. You know, if you did the date backwards. Okay, these are impossible coincidences, okay? When you consider, see, what makes it impossible is that I predicted the dates first. When I say predicted, that the Holy Spirit showed me the dates first, okay? And then all these things came together with Elvis and everything, okay? I didn't know any of these things when I made the predictions. Oh, hold on. Someone's saying that Madonna said that Marilyn Monroe possessed her as well, which would make sense. I'll tell you why. Let's see. Did Madonna say that Marilyn Monroe possessed her? Did Madonna say that Marilyn Monroe possessed her? Yeah, I don't see that. Where does it say that? I don't know where it says that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's acted like Marilyn Monroe anyway. And Marilyn Monroe died on August 4th. So there's another connection, which connects to the Meghan Markle, because Meghan Markle is born on August 4th. But Marilyn Monroe died on August 4th. And they both have the same initials. Okay. And Meghan Markle's family is, her mother is from, Markle's mother is from Ohio. But Meghan's not. Meghan was born in Los Angeles or something. California or whatever. Okay, so think about it. So Trump is in, and I'm not sure, where is he doing his rally? Does anyone know? Is it Philadelphia? Is it Pennsylvania? Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Or does anyone know the city he's in? Because it would make sense if it's the PP. Because if it's the PP, it would be the 1616. Well, you got to remember, Marilyn Monroe was connected to the Camelot. That's what this whole Kamala thing is about, because JFK was assassinated, and Trump's going to get his head wound. JFK got his head wound, and that's what this whole Marilyn Monroe, Meghan Markle thing is all about, because Markle has the EL and the Mark in the creature's name, L Mark, because Elvis and Trump are like, they're the mix of the mark, because Trump kind of looks like Elvis. So when people take the mark of Elvis, they're taking the mark of Trump too. Man, my allergies are driving me nuts. I'm going to talk about the most important story at the very end. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything here. Let me take a sip of water. Anybody who got into the chat late, you should watch it from the beginning, the video. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, that they were talking about Serena being the GOAT. Because I told you Elvis is the GOAT. And her initials are SW. I talked about that earlier. And like I said, you think it's a coincidence. I've talked about this before, that there was a movie that Will Smith did about Serena's father, right? Serena and Venus's father. And they called the movie King Richard, so it had a king reference. And Elvis was known as the king. Seattle's in King County in Washington, and he won an Oscar for it. And that night is the night he slapped, Chris, the Christ Rock. You know what I mean? And Will Smith has the same initials as Serena Williams. And think about it. They're talking about a king. He won for the king. Get it? Will Smith, WS, SW. SW equals 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. Oh, yeah, so he's going to be in Scranton, Pennsylvania for the rally today. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. That's Biden's hometown or something, isn't it? Or whatever, I don't know. I always hear him talking about Scranton, that dope. So like I said, I have one big story to talk about, which is the plane incident today. Don't talk about it yet. I got to get that. Oh, and by the way, Trump, they said, I saw a bunch of crazy numbers attached. They said they took 33 boxes from him, so you had the 33 code. And I saw a 42 code they put up, and a couple other things. But anyway, what else? Okay, I was going to do a video about this, but I'm just going to tell you guys. I'm not going to even bother with it. About the assassination of the vice president. I mean, about the attempted assassination of the vice president of Argentina. Somebody named Christina, again with the Christ. Okay, we just talked about Christopher. You understand? Chris Rock. So, hold on. So the reason they chose this person to do this, let me tell you why. Okay, because it was the 37th vice president of Argentina. Okay, it was the 37th vice president, and I told you the 37 or 73 is the EL, because the 3 and 7, those numbers look like the EL. EL means God in Hebrew. Okay, and that's what this whole thing's about, the EL, and so that's why they chose the 37th president, because remember, Nixon was the 37th president, and Elvis, that's the only president Elvis visited. Okay, and Elvis gave Nixon a 45, a Colt 45. You understand? He gave him a gun to the president. And at 45, and it's been 45 years since Elvis died. It's going to be 45 years all the way until next August 16th. So he gives him a Colt 45. Colt equals June in Gematria. And June equals Bush. Bush, June. Colt equals the same as June and Bush. And what happened in 9/11? Bush was president. Next 9/11 is 6/11. 6/11 is in June. Get it? And so that Argentinian president was the 37th president, and that's why they chose this person. But not only that, why did they choose this person as being president? Because look, because from the day that this person was born, hold on. See, there's so much I could show you. Man, there's hair. I feel like there's hair in my mouth from my mustache. there's a lot of numbers that I could show you, but you're not going to understand it unless I literally go through each one. It's going to be too much for me to go through. But here, let me just show you. I'm not going to. Let me see if it shows up. See, I have it all written down. You're not going to understand all these numbers, so I'm not going to, go through it. But I'd have to literally, tell you every single thing. And then I have it on this side too. All the stuff, all the numbers that equate to it. But let me just tell you what's going on. I'll just tell you the main reason. So this person that got the attempted assassination, which happened the other day. Let me tell you what happened. So a guy, she's shaking hands with all these people, and she was already involved in some kind of scandal. Okay, they say that she stole money from, whatever. I don't know, but so a guy, while she's shaking people's hands, all of a sudden he sticks a gun out, and points it at her face, and the gun doesn't go off. And supposedly you hear the clicking, and it doesn't go off. It jammed. Well, what a coincidence, that the gun jams. Anyway, so now I'm going to show you why they chose this person. So this person was born on February 19th, and the incident happened on 9/1. Let me just show you why it's important. So from 2/19, the day this person's born, to the day that this event occurred on 9/1, it is look, that's the day the person was born, February 19th. Day that the incident happened was September 1st. Look, 6 months, 14 days. See? That's the day Trump was born, on 6/14. You see what I'm trying to say? 6/14. What is the chance? Just ask yourself, what is the chance that this person, the attempted assassination, happened? And look at those numbers, 911, 116, 11. You see what I'm saying right here? And 9 and 2 is 11. You see that? Anyway, it's 6/14. That's what Trump was born on 6/14. And look, I can show you another one. Before I talk to you about the Reagan thing, you remember the Pakistani president, Benazir Bhutto? Listen to this. When was Benazir Bhutto assassinated? I need you to see it. So Benazir Bhutto, where is it? What the heck? Benazir Bhutto was assassinated on December 27th, 12/27, okay? So if you went from Trump's birthday, 6/14, to 12/27 in the same year, look what you get. You see? From the day Trump was born to the day that person was shot, Benazir Bhutto, 6 months, 14 days. You see? 6/14 again. All right, I'm just trying to show you. But Benazir Bhutto supposedly was killed, but they didn't. But I don't think she was even shot. I think they said that she hit her head on the car with trying to get back in or something. Anyway, but the best one is Trump. I mean, Ronald Reagan. Okay. Oh, besides the JFK, obviously JFK is connected to Trump. I've shown many videos of that. It's so connected that JFK. What the hell was that? Did something? I think it was my pen, and I think I saw something coming down. I thought it was a bug. I was about to freak. Anyway, So the JFK is completely connected to Trump. Okay, but the best evidence that I can just show you, just say it, is the Ronald Reagan one. Because see, Ronald Reagan has the same initials, and I told you the same initials as a code. Um, and uh, and by the way, Ronald Reagan RR is 1818 because the R is the 18th letter, right? So Ronald Reagan is 1818. 1818 is the twins again. 1818 they were born on, Elvis and Jesse. Now, so Reagan gets shot in his side. They said, like Jesus was pierced in his side, and uh, man, my brain's just everywhere. I can't think straight. He was shot on 3:30. The date was 3:30, March 30th, which is the 33 with a crown. And uh, who was shot at the same time as Reagan? When Reagan got shot, the person that shot him, John Hinckley, who just so happens to be born on JFK's birthday. JFK was born on 5/29. John Hinckley, the guy who shot Reagan, was born on 5/29. Anyway, so when he shot Reagan, he also shot another person in the head. And he shot that person in the head. His name was James Brady. They even had a bill named after him, the Brady Bill. He was shot in the head. He survived. You know how long he survived? The shooting happened on March 30th, 1981. Look when he died. So he lived this long, and he died on a certain date. Remember, you got the head wound. When did James Brady die?
August 4th, 2014. According to
You
Wikipedia.
see that? He died on August 4th. The guy who got the head wound during the Reagan shooting, Ronald sounds like Donald, by the way, Ronald Reagan. He gets shot in the head, this guy, during the Reagan shooting. He died 33 years later on August 4th in 2014. And by the way, 2014, if you just take those numbers, 214, on February 14th is the 45th day of the year. And that's Trump is the 45th president. You see what I'm trying to say? These are impossible coincidences, okay? And that's nothing. There's tons more I could show you about the Reagan thing. But that's the most obvious, just crazy coincidence that the guy with the head wound dies on August 4th, right? But check this out. The guy who shot him, John Hinckley, who's born on 5/29, the same day JFK's born, it also connects to August 4th because May 29th is the backwards date of August 4th. And what does that mean? May 29th is the 149th day of the year, which leaves 216 days in the year. 149th day of the year is May 29th, the day JFK is born, the day John Hinckley, who shot Reagan, was born. The backwards date of 5/29 is August 4th, because August 4th is the 216th day of the year. The 216th day of the year leaves 149 days. The 149th day is May 29th. So JFK birthday is the backwards of the day Trump gets his head wound. Okay? Look, folks, I've done millions of videos about this stuff. And when I say millions, I'm saying hundreds of videos. But what else? So that, like I said, there's just so much, connecting it. And what else? I know there's something else I'm forgetting. Anyway, it's not important, I guess. But I do want to. I need to look for something right now. It's going to take me a minute. If I get lucky to find it in the first 2 minutes I look for it, I'll be lucky. There's a commercial that's on every day on CNN or Fox. Every time you will see this commercial if you've been watching that. like I said, I have to look for it. It's I have no idea where I put it because I've recorded it so many times. I have no idea where it is. No. Am I gonna get lucky and find it? Probably not. But I have to show you the commercial. You're not gonna understand. My arm's getting tired already. I'm about ready to lose it. See, the problem is I have so much stuff recorded. That's why it's so hard to find. Wait, what was this story? Hold on one second. What is this one? What was the Oregon shooting again the other day? I forget. What was that? I forgot. I did a video about it, but I can't remember now. What did that have to do with my my brain just went blank on that one. You see that? I cannot find this. I have to find it for you to see. Give me another 2 minutes, folks. Wow. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable, man. I can't believe I can't find it. Why? You know what? While I have this, let me just show this. This is not what I was going to show you, but remember this? Where they had the Afghanistan thing? Since I just came up on it, let me just show it. Notice that the plane on this Afghanistan thing, remember this? Look, it's got the 911 backwards and the 611 upside down. If you turned it up, you'd see it'd be 611. And when did this happen? You see? August 16th. That's Elvis's death date. This event that you see right here with this number right here. 611, 911. You see what I'm saying? Anyway. I'm still looking for that. I'm still looking for that story, folks. Give me a moment. It's important that I show it to you. Unbelievable. You know how many times I've recorded it? I've recorded it maybe 20 different times and I can't find it. Because I have so many things recorded that it's like a needle in a haystack. Whatever the hell that means. Oh, here it is. Finally. So there's a story going around on Fox News. Listen, there's a class action lawsuit, okay? And let me play it. Let me see if it's actually playing. Let's see if you can hear it. Hold on.
Contaminated water that causes serious health issues. A new law proposes a multi-billion-dollar...
Pay attention to what they're saying here.
From 1953 to 1987, you may have been exposed to contaminated water that causes serious health issues. A new law proposes a multi-billion-dollar settlement separate from your veterans claim to compensate anyone that's been affected. If you want to see if you qualify, call us now.
Call 800-800-9097. That's 800-800-9097.
So it's a toxic water. It's about toxic. Okay, now pay attention. Look. It has to do with a place. And remember, water equals Elvis. Okay? And look at this. You have a phoenix eagle reference. You have an anchor. Remember I told you about the anchor? They show the Space Needle shaped like an anchor going, the Kraken in Seattle. The Seattle Kraken has the anchor as the Space Needle. And look, you got that. Now watch this. Why is this important? Because, okay, look at this, will you? Because I told you that June 11th, it's connected to Elvis, right? And in Seattle, uh, and it's going to be in June. Look, first of all, camp, the letter camp, the word camp equals 33. C is the third letter. A is the first letter, makes 4. M is the 13th letter, makes, I forgot, my brain's not working, 17. And P is the 16th letter, makes 33. So 16 plus 13 is 29, plus 1 is 30, plus C is 3 equals 33. So it's 33 EL for God and June. And they're talking about a toxic water. Okay? You see how crazy this is? And this commercial has 20 different commercials because it's 20 different lawyers are involved, law firms. It's a class action lawsuit, billions of dollars. Do you see? Hold on. I'm just trying to catch up to the chat and then I'll show it again. Yeah, well, but do you see how crazy that is, folks? Yeah, it's like 33 years that they're talking about. Yeah, between 53 and 87, but whatever, 33 to 34 years. But anyway, the whole point I'm trying to make is this commercial has been going around everywhere. And also, yeah, the other day I showed a commercial that has a guy who has a beard kind of like me. He's holding a sign that says, "The clues are everywhere," or something like that, all around us. The clues are everywhere and all around us. He's holding up a sign. And it's, they're showing everything. All the numbers are the same numbers, with this commercial. And at the end, they tell you what it's about. It's Phoenix University, okay? And I told you Elvis is the Phoenix. And they're telling you the clues are everywhere. Just open your eyes. And anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this commercial has been going on now for the last couple of months. Is there anyone, I bet you, that's what's so sad is people, unless you're paying attention, you would never notice that. Who would notice that, you wouldn't even think twice about it. Oh, Lejeune, what does that mean, Because, the reason I showed you the camp equaling 33, because Elvis is the CC rider. CC equals 33, right? The letter C. And he had a song called CC Rider, but CC can be either the water C or C, with your eyes, or the letter C. And Elvis had a song he started all his concerts with was CC Rider. And I told you he would wear the phoenix bird, on his outfits in concert. Because Elvis is the Phoenix, I told you that. And he's the CC rider. The 33 rider. Anyway, did anyone not understand the Camp Lejeune connection? It's got the L-E-E-L, Lejeune, L-E-E-L, June, because that's when the Seattle event's going to happen, in June. EL, the 33 equals camp. And then but the water connection, it's water. It's about toxic water. Elvis equals water. And we're talking about L June. Yes, exactly. They play that commercial every minute because because it's it's billions of dollars of, imagine how much money they're spending for these commercials. Think about it. I mean, they're spending millions of dollars on these commercials. Okay, now, so let's get to the most important story now. So today, this happened today. Plane stolen today. You're not gonna. That's just so ridiculous, man. I'm not gonna even bother showing the clip. It's just stupid. So they're saying that this dude right here, who worked as, I guess he filled up the planes and cleaned them. I don't know. He like filled them up with fuel. Look at his name, will you? His name is Corey Patterson. It's got the sun in the name, man. Pilot Patterson. It's the PP, you see? Anyway, he stole this plane and he said he was going to, run it into a Walmart. And look at that. And where did it happen? In Mississippi, you see? Where Elvis was born. And this is today. This was such a big story on the news. Breaking news. Because he could have crashed it into houses, or into the building, whatever. Into Mississippi. And he says he was going to, but he didn't do it. He just landed in some field. But the point is, it's Mississippi. Okay, that's where the point. And where in Mississippi? Where did he steal his plane from? Well, let's look at the story. Let's see if they mention it in the story. Look, he was an employee with Tupelo Aviation. So it was in Tupelo. Elvis was born in Tupelo, Mississippi. You see? I told you that the word Tupelo is loaded. It's the Nancy Pelosi, you see? The Peloton. The two P-E-L-Os. P is the 16th letter. Two P's, 1616, get it? Which I've been telling you about through the whole video. Two P-E-L-Os. E-L with a crown. God with a crown. And look what kind of plane it was. A Beechcraft King twin engine aircraft, you see? King twin. Anyway. So ridiculous. So he got arrested. He didn't do anything. But they're saying whatever, listen folks, I don't believe the story. Yeah. But anyway, so this all of this happened in the last few days. Not few days. Today and yesterday, basically everything I told you. And like the big stories, like the Mississippi water thing, that's been going on for a week now, All right, so like I said, it's just you can believe in coincidences if you want. There's some things are coincidence, but you can't have all these coincidences at once. It's too much, folks. Anyway, I appreciate everybody commenting and hanging out with, I think that's it, folks. I don't think I missed anything. I left out a bunch of like small connections, but and why do they keep using? Why do they keep using planes as a thing? So remember, today is September 3rd. It happened today, this plane incident, and I told you September 3rd is one of 3 dates in the year. There's only 3 dates. January 1st, that equals 162. July 12th equals 162, and September 3rd equals 162. And 162nd day of the year is June 11th. That's why I'm saying the 162 is very important to this puzzle. Okay, but anyway, why do they keep using a plane? Because you remember, watch this. Check this out. Who is the Seattle Sky King? Let's read this. Look at this. Another code. You see? You see Richard Russell? I'm going to show you what he did. But Richard Russell, again with the same initials. RR, which is 1818. 1818. 1818. That's Elvis and his twin, born on 1818. Look at this. What kind of plane did he steal? An 84. You see, it's got the 84 right there in the numbers with 2 crowns. 00. And what else? And they were calling him the Sky King because he stole. Let's see if they show his face. There he is. Look, they even have like they were branding him the Sky King. Look, because he took this plane and he crashed it into in Seattle, SeaTac Airport. He stole it from, which is known as Seattle Tacoma. Anyway, can you imagine they're making a big deal out of this guy, you know, because he killed himself, you know. And you know what day this happened? Guess what day this happened? When did Richard Russell steal the airplane?
August 10, 2018. According to Wikipedia, 2018 Horizon Air Q400 incident. On August 10, 2018, a Horizon Air Bombardier Q400 was stolen from Seattle Tacoma International Airport, SeaTac, in Seattle, Washington. The perpetrator, 29-year-old Richard Russell, was a Horizon Air ground service agent with no piloting experience.
Look at this. 81 with a crown, 2 of them with a crown, 18. So it's the same numbers back and forth. 810, 810, and a 2 in the middle. You get what I'm saying? And you know what date, and you know what the August 10th is? What day of the year? What number day of the year is August 10th?
222nd day. According to Wikipedia, August 10th is the 222nd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar.
You see?
143 days remain until the end of the year.
Anyway, but here's the reason. Why are they using airplanes in their predictive programming for June 11th? Why are they doing that? Hold on. Someone's asking about when my suspension is going to be over. It should have been over today, but it's still not over. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. I don't know. Look, I don't know when, but you'll know when I come back on. It should have been over today, but hopefully tomorrow. No, I didn't. Well, I talked about it the other day about Biden's speech, but I erased the live stream, and yeah, Biden had a speech, right, where it was like blood red in the background and stuff. He's talking about, you know, how the MAGA people are, you know, are basically terrorists, you know. Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, I've actually shown that. You know, some people are talking about Mars attacks. Look, yeah, I've shown where they show the needle in that, the Mars attacks, and also the Men in Black movies too. They have Elvis references in there too. And I think also in Independence Day. I've shown, look folks, I told you I had over 400 videos that got taken down that had to do with Elvis and all the connections to Elvis, Seattle, and Trump. They took them down. Yeah, are you talking about with his middle initial, the Corey Patterson? I think you're right, because I remember seeing that and adding it up, but I forgot what his middle name was. Who is the suspect who stole the plane in Mississippi? What's how am I going to get his full name right now? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Corey Wayne Patterson. CWP. C is the third letter, W is the 23rd letter, makes 26, plus P is the 16th letter, makes 42. You see? And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's the 42nd state. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you caught that. I forgot all about that, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that about your brother, Creator knows. Sorry. God bless you and God bless your family. And by the way, I appreciate everyone's comments in the comment section. You know, it's been a good chat. Like, you know, no no trolls running around. As far as I could see, there's none. And anyway, why are they using airplanes in their stories? Real quick, I'm going to look up what airplane equals. I looked up what plane equals, but I didn't look up what airplane equals. Let me look it up real quick. But, oh, by the way, Walmart, the reason they use Walmart, because he said he was going to run a Walmart. Walmart equals 88, and Trump equals 88, right? And next year, Elvis turns 88. I told you, it's over, folks. Next year is the year. There's no more, it's it. I'm not doing videos after next year. Once the dates go past, you're not going to be seeing me do videos anymore about this, because it's 1,000,000% it has to happen next year. Not just because of the 88. You wait till you see what I found. It everything lines up perfectly. Anyway, I'm going to explain to you why they use airplanes in their stories. Well, airplane, I mean, it has good numbers, but I mean, I don't want to get into it. It does. It has connecting numbers to all of this. But it's going to come with an explanation. I don't feel like doing that. But let me show you why they use. You know, guess who runs? Look at this. This is why they use airplane. Who runs the airplane industry? Oops.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Who runs the airplane industry?
Here is information.
They're
from
saying
Wikipedia.
it. I mean, they're writing it, but I wanted them to say it. Who is the FAA?
According to Wikipedia, the Federal Aviation Administration is the largest transportation agency.
So
of the US.
FAA, that's why. Why am I saying that to you? Because FAA is 611-611. You see? That's why they're using airplanes in their predictive programming stuff. You see? FAA equals 611. Do you understand? Does that make sense now? Just like the FDA. FDA is Trump's birthday backwards. It's 641. FDA is 641. If you said it backwards, it would be 14-6, and that would be Trump's birthday, 6/14, 14-6. And you know who was involved in the FDA is this Food and Drug Administration. Anyway, any last words, folks? I think I said everything I had to say. Like I said, I'm leaving out tons of stuff, folks, because there's just no point in going through every detail. As long as you know the surface stuff, that's all that matters for this story. Yeah, I was never into that band, Jefferson Airplane or Starship. Yeah, I wouldn't even know. But yeah, but that's interesting that they changed it from Airplane to Starship. Anyway, all right, folks. Any last words? Anybody want to bring up something that I might have forgotten about that happened in the last 2 days? Well, I don't think it had a flight number, but it had a plane number. But I couldn't find anything in the plane number. I think it was N342. I forget now. I forgot. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this video up. So for the people who got in late, I'm gonna leave the video up because it's important, this video, that you hear it. You make sure you watch it from the beginning. To anyone who came in late, you have to watch from the beginning. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you putting up the numbers, but I really couldn't find anything in the numbers. Anybody else find anything? You can, maybe, I don't know. All right. Like I said, I'm giving you guys like a couple minutes if there's anything you guys want to share. I don't really want to have another hour discussion because my throat is not feeling well. And my knee, I told you I can't be sitting in this position. It's messing up my knee. There was a 42 on the side of the plane. Oh, yeah, you mean mixed in with the numbers. Yeah, you're right. There was a 42, you're right. Yeah, but, look, if it was just the only number, then I would say that it was, but it was just too many numbers, like I said, there is such things as coincidence sometimes, but there's no way that this was a coincidence, that all of these things happening at the same time, it just can't be a coincidence. Yeah, you're right. I need to get a new table and stuff. Like I said, I've already said why I haven't been doing it is because I need to clean the apartment. I need to get a person to come here and clean it before I do anything. I told you I can't clean because of my arthritis and I can't do anything. Everything's a major ordeal. Anyway, yeah, everything about Elvis is scripted. I'm trying to explain this to you guys. Every single thing was, uh, he was guided through his whole life by everybody to make sure that he did what he had to do to, you know what I'm saying? He was, you know, he was the chosen one. I'm trying to explain that to you. And Trump is the chosen one in the flesh right now. See, Elvis is not coming back, okay? But his image and the number of his name or his name is coming back, okay? And it's already come back. You see it. Elvis's name has been everywhere this year. You know, I already explained that, but it's not over yet. Next year is the year the Antichrist is revealed. See, that's what I see. This is what I like about people who do research, is because, you know, this is how you find stuff, when you dig deep, you know. But sometimes, look, here's the thing, folks. Sometimes we dig and we look for stuff that we may never use. Like me, I have, like, you know, thousands of pieces of information that you'll never hear, because it's too complicated to explain how it connects to each other, you know. But no, but I appreciate everybody's research, you know. Well, you know, look, the people say, was there an Elvis before Elvis? You know, we'll never know, but I think there was, because supposedly Vernon Presley, his dad, his middle name is Elvis, which, who knows if that's even true, you know. I don't even believe it's true. You know, they just make up stuff, you know. All right. Last 2 minutes, folks. No, what's going to happen is, someone's asking me about how the Antichrist will be revealed. See, they're not going to come out and say this is the Antichrist. It's going to be, what's the word I'm trying to use? I don't want to say commingled, but once the Seattle event happens, they're going to find a way to incorporate. That's what I'm trying to say. Incorporate whatever this. Like I said, either Elvis's name or the image of Elvis or the number of his name. I explained to you, and it's going to be a slow process. It's not going to be overnight, you know. Maybe the image might be overnight, but to the worship of it and all that it'll take a while. But when Trump gets his head wound and he doesn't die and he reappears again, that's when the ball starts getting really rolling. See, it's gonna, when the Seattle event happens, it's gonna be, you know, it'll start coming out. But then when Trump gets his head wound, that's when the ball gets rolling. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the ball's going downhill. You can't stop it. Not the ball, the boulder, I should be saying. All right, so that's when you know it's going to be moving quick. Yeah, I know that. If I can find the Trump rally, what I might do is I might go on my backup channel, the other backup channel, because I have 3 channels. Oh, by the way, my main channel, I told you I was suspended for 2 weeks. It should have been unsuspended today, but they didn't. So maybe tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try tomorrow again to start doing videos over there, hopefully tomorrow or the next day, on my main channel. And but right now I'm on my one I'm on my one I'm on one of my backup channels, but I have another backup channel. I might go there, and no, I'm not going to listen. Unless Trump says something crazy, then I'll come back on and play it. What I'll do is I'll watch if I can watch it on YouTube or something, I'll watch it. And if there's something interesting he said, then I'll play it for you guys in another live stream on a different channel later on tonight. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's what I was going to explain to you. I haven't gotten any videos ready, no. For the new videos. I haven't prepared anything. I told you I've been, what do they call it? Procrastinating or being lazy. It's so overwhelming. I told you all this information. I don't even know where to begin. But the very first video that I'm going to do probably is something that it looks like I did before, but the time I did it before, it didn't match perfectly, but it was close. But now when I'm going to show it to you, it's going to be a perfect match. That's not, by the way, that's not the new mind-blowing info, but this is, how do I say this? Look, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10, the information. But when you put all the other information together that I have, that I'm going to be coming out with, it's over the top. You know, it's like 100 if you put all of it together, I'm saying. But as far as how important what I'm going to show you, this first video that I'm going to be doing, it is a 10 out of 10, you know, as far as how important it is. So you got to, so like I said, don't think that it's an old video, because it might look like an older video, but it's not. Anyway. All right, folks. Anyway, God bless all of you, and make sure you watch from the beginning if you got in late, because I'm going to leave the video up. And let me tell you something. If you can't find the video, because once I end the video, it takes them for 24 hours for the video to get loaded onto YouTube. So unless you got a notification, you're not going to be able to see it. You have to go through your notifications to see the video. You understand that? You won't be able to find the video, and you won't be able to see the chat either once I end the video. Hopefully you figure out a way to find it. Anyway. Or you're just going to have to wait till it gets loaded up 20 hours later. Anyway, like I said, I'm not sure if you can go backwards. Like right now, if you were to stop this, not stop this video, but start from the beginning and watch it, I don't know. Maybe you can do it that way. If you got in late, I would go right now, because I'm going to end the video. Maybe it'll work for you. That way you can keep the chat. Don't go out of the chat, because once you go out, you won't be able to get back in. Once I end the video. Like I said, I don't know if that works. I'm just guessing. You could try it right now. Yes, I've talked about the Trump rally being for Dr. Oz. All right, folks. Take care. God bless all of you. I'll leave the video up. Make sure you watch from the beginning. End of video.